Hey guys, what's up? This is just a quick video to let you know that I passed my fundamental skills testing. And I gotta say, it was the most nerve-wracking test I've taken in this program so far. I mean, it's not like I didn't know what I was doing, but I guess it's something about knowing my professors there, looking for certain key points and key elements that had me completely just, like, it's almost like I second-guessed every step I made. And I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video or not, but that's one of my biggest issues. And honestly, as a nurse, you can't second guess yourself. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I'm gonna just keep praying that God, gives me the strength to have confidence in myself. I mean, now I definitely, I guess because I passed it, it'll be better for me because I know for sure that, yeah, I do know what I'm doing. I passed it, I showed that I can properly execute the task. Anyway, I had sub-Q injection and IV setup. And it's something about doing this, like, okay, sub-Q injections I've done in the hospital, so that's nothing. I guess doing it in real life for me is just so much easier than on any type of simulation. We were actually just talking about that today in lab because we have this thing called SimMan, and this was our first simulation lab for fundamentals. We usually do it for health assessment, but first simulation for fundamentals today, and in every other sim lab that I've done, I just feel so, it feels awkward. It feels really weird having to perform all these tasks on a mannequin. I mean, they try to get him to talk, or the professor has a recording or whatever, so, he's groaning, complaining, answering your questions, telling you it hurts, whatever the case is. And, me and my classmates, we make up a team of students, whatever the case is, team of nurses, and we go in there and do what we gotta do. But it feels weird. Like, the guy, he's not really answering you. He doesn't really have any skin temperature. Yeah, you can feel a pulse, but the pulse is just that, like, I guess it's the knowing factor that he's not real that makes it just so weird. Because in the hospital, it's like nothing. I go into a patient, I talk to them, I perform the task that I need to do, and it's really like, it's light work. Like, it's not hard in the hospital. Yeah, I have a certain level of anxiety just because I know, you got to get it right. But me knowing this is a real person, me knowing that I have to get it right makes it that much easier. So even in SimLab, I guess because I know he's not real and I know it's really just me being critiqued, it's just weird. And that's how it was in testing today. Because I know what to do. I know how to do my calculations and everything, as shaky as I am with math. Like, I've got me now compared to me in, I had orientation when, June, July, compared to me then, me and my math is so much better. Like, I must say I'm very proud of myself for that because I've really been just trying to apply myself. It's little stupid things like the conversions that I've always had issues with that get me. So I have to get my conversions down. And it's the weird conversions too. But whatever, that I need to, definitely get down better. But other than that, I get what I'm doing. I learn it and I can execute it. But Lord, it was so nerve wracking. When I was done, she's like, "You passed." I just walked out and I went back to my group and I was like, whew. I was like, I felt so hot. I'm like, I'm hot. I was like, I passed, but God knows my mind is fried. I had to go to the bathroom, take a deep breath, and even while I'm doing the lab testing, it was, like I said, sub Q and IV setup, so it's two skills. And I did sub Q first, and she's like, okay, you can do IV now. And I'm like, hold on, let me take a breath. And I'm taking deep breaths and trying to calm myself down, and it did not work. Let me tell you, it didn't work. I'm there and I'm praying. I'm like, God, please just let me pass. Let me get through it. Let me do what I got to do, how I need to do it. I'm like, Granny, you're up there. You're watching me. I need you to guide my mind and my thoughts right now because for me to do it, I was just so, I don't know. And my professor was the type of person, she stands there and she's like, let's say I asked her a question. Like, I asked her, because the way they had it set up was the sub-Q gel pack was on the mannequin's abdomen. And I didn't see that at first because it was under the sheet. And she didn't tell me that, I'd be going to the mannequin to do the injection. I saw another gel pad on the table. I'm like, am I going to do it on that gel pad? So I asked her, and she's just, oh, I'm sorry. It's like she found her voice. She was real straight faced, and she looked at me. She just, and then she found her voice, and she's like, oh, yeah, no, it's over here. So her just looking at me like that did not make it any easier. But I got through it. Thank God. I'm grateful. I'm glad. I'm happy. Phew, one thing knocked out the way. Because if I show y'all my to-do list, like, it doesn't make any kind of sense how much stuff I still have to do. That's my list. Like, and honestly, I've slowly knocked stuff down. And it feels like I'm getting nowhere. All this needs to be done by, not next week, but the week after Wednesday. Because the semester for me finishes, the last day of class is the 12th, the semester finishes the 19th. And I feel like I have no time to get everything done, but I gotta do it somehow, some way. So, yeah. But that was my lab testing experience. I mean, I got through it, drew up the meds for the injection, primed the bag. One thing I will say with IV setup, always remember to clamp before you do anything else. Because that was one of the things that in my mind it got me. Like, I had to really pause and think. Like, I always forget to clamp. I don't know why. One day it's going to catch up to me, and that's probably when I'm going to really get it in my head. But I pray that doesn't happen. Like, I pray I just remember right now, always clamp, always clamp, always clamp. I guess when I do IV setups more, it'll become more routine. Because all the IV setups I've done are practice, and otherwise I've done it for the skills test today, but yeah, I gotta like get it stuck in my head. Other than that, I want to really take the time out and say thank you to all my subscribers. You guys are great. You're awesome. A lot of people message me and hit me up and ask me questions or just to vent, and you guys have really shown me a lot of support, and I am truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. I know I always have at the end of my video, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and all that, but this is me personally saying it to you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. Bye, guys. Oh,
Bye.
this is Kenneth, my best friend ever.
How y'all doing?
Like, he hold me down like nobody else. I can't even front. Like, he always, he's a pain in my ass, but he pushes me so much to make sure I do what I gotta do. So yeah,
Yeah,
this guy right here. Yeah.
I'm the best. I know.
Okay, later, guys.